If you've heard about copywriting formulas, you probably know how powerful they are. I'm going to show you how you can introduce these formulas into the content you create in Hoppy Copy to make your emails much more engaging, persuasive, and overall more effective in achieving whatever that goal is you have. And there's no right or wrong way to use these formulas. So it's really often about figuring out what works for the type of content you're sending. And if it feels good, often it is good. So I'm going to show you an example here. I've got a brand here called Medi, and we're targeting young professionals, tech professionals, and it's for the product is a work and meditation studio in Austin. And we're going to announce the opening of this studio, and we're going to use a custom tone. So let's use Kelly Copywriter, could be fun. And then for format or formulas, we've got a bunch of different ones here. So you can do something that has like a story-driven approach, a really weird intro to get people's attention, showcase some sort of personal transformation, and then your classic formulas, AIDA, PAS, BAB. Let's use PAS for this one. So that's pain, agitate, solution, and let's see how it applies to this launch email. So this is cool already. Feeling trapped in a cyclone of endless Zoom calls and a never-ending to-do list, we know it's a real bummer. The struggle of balancing work, wellness, and family. So this is basically starting with a deep pain point. And it's actually getting very specific here, which is always better than generic in copywriting. So you can see it goes into that pain, it agitates the pain, and then Medi is thrilled to announce our new meditation studio. And it presents the solution, a few bullet points on the features and benefits, and then calls to action. So let's take this email now and let's work with it even more to see if we can make it even better with our other copywriting tools. There are a ton of things we can do to improve this further. And I'll show you how we can do this using our copy boosters. Copy boosters are a series of tools. They're mostly driven by copywriting formulas, and they'll help you improve certain aspects of your copy if you really want to take it to the next level. And I'll show you a couple of them today. One of my favorites is the hooks tool. And a hook will allow us to create something in the intro of the email that will really grab the reader's attention. And this is what's going to keep them engaged throughout the email and keep them wanting to read the email as they go. I feel like this initial one, feeling trapped in a cyclone of endless Zoom calls, it's specific. I like that, but it could be better. I think we might be able to do something better than like a question like this. So the way it works is pretty simple. We're going to throw in the intro of our email here into the content section. And then we're just going to pick a hook style. And I really like Contrarian +1. It usually comes up with something pretty relevant and timely. And then we're going to pick a custom tone here, Kelly Copywriter, and let's click create and let's see what happens. So I like this right away. Working from home isn't the dream it's made out to be. I mean, that's such an awesome statement. It's something that's super common that people, thought it was going to be great. And then they realized, maybe it's actually more overwhelming than they thought. It isn't as glamorous as Elon Musk makes it look. I think working from home is the ultimate freedom. Contrary to properly put, your dining table is not the best office space. So these are really interesting statements that you can definitely take and I think would work better than what we have here, just going into feeling trapped in an endless cycle of Zoom calls. I would rather start with something just like this. Working from home isn't the dream it's made out to be. Overwhelmed by Zoom calls. It just gets your attention more and it's just more relatable, that statement. And then we can go into the rest of the content here and continue to improve it. So another tool, which I use all the time, is our content improver. It's really easy to use, and basically it does what it says. You just put in the content and you can improve it while converting it to whatever tone you like as well. So if you have it on more outputs, it's going to give you more different options. And let's click create and see what happens. And what it's doing here is it's really just making the content more engaging. It's just trying to rewrite it in a way that'll hold attention and just keep people more engaged throughout. So you can see it right here. What if we told you there's a chill spot where you could nail your work, crush your workout, snack on healthy? That's great. That's so much better than what we have here. Short, punchy sentences, unique words that stand out, all just really unique options that I can play with, and we can tweak the tone here. Yeah, the content improver is a super powerful tool, and I'm using it on all sorts of stuff that I create. So yeah, I encourage you to explore all the rest of the copy booster tools and formulas as well. Just play around with them all, get a feel for what each one does and how it can affect and impact your content. And I'm sure pretty quickly you're going to be able to create something that's a lot more engaging.